I'm happy to be here.
Amazing, awesome and amazing day, victorious people. I am Nikki B, host of V.I.P with Nikki B, where we see the victory in people, but most importantly, we want you all to see the victory in yourselves. So I'm super excited to be here with these awesome, amazing individuals. Have some great conversation.
That's what's up. And as you guys know, I'm Mr. National Agent from the Political Experience, 1/3 of the Political Experience. And I got my favorite podcast around today, y'all. And you have a good time. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all get all these gems with the dropping them out.
Hello, my name is KayRose, and I'm the host of K-Talk Radio. So you can follow the podcast page at K-Talk Radio, and you can follow my personal page at Media Girl. Girl spell like material girl with 2 S.
What's good, family? Rosco, no E, one half of the Backend Business Podcast. When you just come on, we learn about the back end of everything, especially the business side. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot going on, man. Big diamonds.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
ATM Spook, the second half of Back End Business. And I'm just backing everything he just said.
That's what's up. So I'm glad, listen, y'all, this is something I've had in my mind for like as long as it was. Because y'all don't know. Y'all know how LeBron and Kobe, they talk about they watching the film. I'll be watching their film like, okay, I like that right there, you know what I'm saying? And I said to myself, what better than to have us all come together and talk about podcasting and then putting our city on? Because if y'all haven't watched any of our podcasts, that's what we're doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And one thing that I know we try to emphasize on the Political Experience is just come together as a city. You know, think about the bag stigma, like we'll come together. But as y'all can see, we doing it right now. You know, so this is a dream come true right here. So thank y'all.
A vision come true.
Yes, a vision come true. Absolutely. So I want to start this jump off. I want to start it off. Like, why did you guys start this podcast? What was your reason why?
That's a great question.
Well, I started off with our reason why, because we had so many good conversations about all type of subjects. You know what I'm saying? Life, business, what we got coming up, what we did, what we about to do. And we was on miles. We was in our neighborhood, outside, came up with ideas. Because I know my opinions and my conversations is valid. So, and this was during the pandemic too, so the podcast game was coming up. We just decided to do our thing with the podcast.
And the perspectives of it, like I was telling people before, if you have a good conversation with somebody right, say you can start a podcast. Everybody have good conversations all the time. But then I'm like, just set a microphone up and set something up. But knowing like, I had already had like 3 episodes of my own podcast before coming with him. And I know he had like 2-3 episodes already. We like, bro, we might as well combine them. And we was already in the same thing. I remember we was on the phone too. We was talking, who we gonna call it? Man, back end business. And like, we back in business, but like the back end. Yeah, so
I see what you did there. I see.
That's what it was too. You know, yeah, man, I just feel like we bring a different perspective, you know what I'm saying? It just, a lot of people was doing it where it's a lot of guests, a lot of hosts or just one. I'm just like, man, let's just try it out. It's nothing better than a different perspective, so it worked out for us.
I really started podcasting because I wanted to be on the radio. I went to Ohio Media School. I graduated high school in 2018, so that fall of 2018, I went to Ohio Media School, and then when I graduated, they was like, you need a demo. And I really didn't have nothing, so I'm like, let me just start a podcast, and the rest is history. I've been doing it since, 2019?
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, I don't want to say age because like to tell us how many like seasons we got or episodes we got, so y'all just know this ain't a rookie type of time. So we, almost about to hit 40 episodes, and we do ours in seasons, so we do 10 episodes a season. And we currently finishing up season 4, about to go into season 5.
For me, shout out to Marquita, man. Shout out to Marquita. Shout out, because we literally was like, just like y'all in the conversation, we were at, oh my goodness, where were we at? We were at the cafe, and we were sitting around, we talking about how network event, and we were talking about how we know so many different entrepreneurs in the city, and we're like, man, nobody can even shine. And we're like, man, someone need to do something about that. And we're like, man, we don't do something about it. Right. And people don't know, everyone thinks expert Me and her introverted as hell. You know what I'm saying? Even when we made the network event, if y'all peeped it, it is 4-minute intermissions in between people, right? Because we don't want that anxiety to talk to somebody too long. But doing the podcast really helped us grow as far as, you know, talking to people, then getting their story out there. And that was the main thing. And like, I love it. You know what I'm saying? I can say I have a lot of great network of people that I've met because of it. And man, and I love it. Like, I listen to podcasts, I do podcasts, and like people say, if you love it, do it free. I do it for free. All there because I love it because I get a chance to go to school. I ask you the question I want to know. You know what I'm saying? And in every industry, everything, and I get a chance to showcase their talents to the world, and it's a beautiful thing. I want you to work.
What was the question?
What made you get a podcast?
So I actually got into podcasting because of the man that's behind this camera right here, Vincent White. If you don't know Vincent White, you should. He's a phenomenal photographer, producer, videographer. He has a wealth of knowledge and experience. So actually one day, and I'll keep this short as possible, he actually reached out to me when he was getting his podcast. He was like, "Hey, would you like to be a guest on my podcast?" I was like, I don't know. Let me see. I was like, I don't know. You know, he was like, because the information that you have, people need to know about it. And this was regarding like life insurance, trust and wills and things like that. So that's what we were talking about on his podcast. But in the midst of the podcast, I don't want to say I took over, but he heard something, because we did this over the phone, and he heard something. He was like, you all, I don't know about you all, but I don't think I'm going to be doing this anymore. She's going to be the one who's going to be doing the podcast. I was like, what is this guy talking about? Like, is he just trying to shoot his shot? Y'all know how it is, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm like, right? And so I was just like, okay, all right. So we, once we wrapped that up and we talked a little bit more, he was like, hey, have you ever talked about podcasting? I was like, no, I didn't. And so we talked more, and he was like, okay, let's meet. So we met and we talked about it. He was like, okay, if you did have a podcast, what would the name be? And I was like, I don't know. Wrote some things down. No. Came up with V.I.P with Nikki B. And the reason why is V.I.P with
my bad.
I need to tell you, it was Michael Myers. That's all the point there. I don't know.
You look serious too.
That just threw me off, though.
I ain't gonna lie, if it get dark out, I'm gone.
I ain't even cut you off, though. That just threw me off.
I was looking so serious.
That's the whole two go.
You know that's the haunted.
That's the haunted.
Oh, that's the haunted restaurant. I love it.
So they do that.
I'm playing scary games.
So I would never go because I would be scared.
Look, I'm just I must have missed it.
I'm sorry, though.
No,
That just
it's
threw
all
me
good.
off.
Don't be sorry. That's one of those moments. That's crazy. And so we were writing down names. I was like, oh. And so V.I.P with Nikki B, actually the V.I.P stands for Victory in People, because my name is actually Nicole, which means victory of the people. And then the Nikki B comes from my dad. That was his nickname for me. So you know I used to play a little basketball.
Okay.
So that was my nickname. So he always called me that. So I got into it also because he asked me, but then I started thinking about it more, like, oh wow, victory in people. I finally see the victory in myself. So I want other people to see the victory in themselves too.
Yeah,
So it all just
that's
came
dope.
together, and from that moment on, I love connecting with people and seeing that aha moment when they have something, or if they create something, I'm like, hey, let's talk about it. Let's start from the beginning, right?
That's
So
dope.
yeah, VIP with Nikki B.
So, do y'all still get nervous?
Yes, I do.
Nervous doing what?
I still get nervous, like
For real?
every single time.
But you know what I found out though, that nerves and excitement are the same feeling.
Yeah.
So I choose to say I get excited, but I understand what you're saying.
I respect that. I love that. Because it's kind of like, yeah, exactly. Well, again, I'm King T from King T Network.
You never snow?
Huh?
You never snow?
Yes. Because when I tell my story, I try to get it right, and it's so personal to me that like I don't like to miss, but then I also don't like to go too long. So the King T Network started in 2021, but I started podcasting in 2019. I actually started 2 podcasts at the same time. It was the Life of Next Athlete and Couch Talk. People kind of started to know me from Couch Talk, which was I straight up interviewed individuals that had a story to tell, whether it was musicians, because I was around a lot of talented musicians that just didn't have a chance to say their story or give you a reason to listen to their music or anything like that, and entrepreneurs that were starting a business and were really passionate. Because I always look at the passion, because it really doesn't matter what point you're at the moment I meet you, it's how far you're willing to take yourself to get where you're trying to go. Because that's all it takes. It doesn't really take money, knowing people. It just takes a hunger and a passion for whatever you want to do, and it'll figure itself out eventually. From there,
I'm with the story.
So that's how that started, and then Black Lives African started because I was trying to find my voice again. Football had always given me a chance to find my voice without having to speak. So it was my chance to give myself a chance to tell the world what sports gave to me. So all the knowledge, all the information, all the scenario situations that I took from sports that I applied to my life. So that was kind of the concept of the Life of Next Athlete. Fast forward to 2021, I did go back to Ohio Media School after I graduated from college, and I was trying to figure out how to edit my own stuff because I was having issues with editors and trying to get it out and spending so much money. So I was like, let me do this myself. Let me go back to school and figure this thing out. The investment, the best investment is yourself. So in 2021, I started with the King T Network, and basically I started it to emphasize the talent that we have in the city and in Ohio and in the world, but also to always give an opportunity to the city of Cleveland and the state of Ohio, regardless of how far I go. So I always want to be able to have a platform that gives Ohioans a chance. Because one thing I've always heard from talented people is that they just didn't have an opportunity to tell their story or get out there or something. So I always want to be that outlet, that platform that gives them a chance to be seen. I don't care if you got 5, 15, 100,000 followers. If you're grinding, you're grinding. Because I remember when I had 3 views and I had 3 likes on everything I was doing, but I still pushed through it. So for me, it's just important to always give a voice to the voiceless, and people who don't necessarily think they have a story, but once they get talking, they're like, no, I do. And then they see it in themselves, and it brings their confidence up. And then when they hear it, and other people feel it too, it's like, oh, I'm not alone. Little by little. So I just hope to be that type of platform. Hope to give, and I call it a network because I do have multiple shows under the network. I have my Royal Interview series. That's probably what a lot of people see. But I also have the Royal Review. I have another show I'm coming with called It's called Kings Only, and it's not just for kings, but it's basically the male's perspective on how to be a man in society today. Thinking about all the things it takes to be a man, and not just be a man and say, oh, I'm a man, but actually walk the walk, and like just simple things like taking out the trash without being asked. You know what I'm saying? Like how to move in situations where it could be you thought this was right, but it really wasn't how like you're supposed to handle yourself. And there is a certain way we're supposed to handle ourselves as men. So but I I'm always gonna have the queen side too. So it's like, for me, it's always a developing thing. Like, and that's where podcasting for me started. It was a development of myself and my voice and where I came from.
That's right. And talking about y'all, I know what T trying to be modest, y'all, but he's an award-winning podcast. Right. You left that out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put that on my head.
I just want to say with everything that everybody just said, everything goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Everything. You go the value of people.
Yeah.
The Kings Network, Kings of Kings. King Talk in the Backend business.
We all trying to get some like voice.
It all goes hand in hand. And you bring us all together.
Oh,
It's
you
much
guys-
bigger
Trailblazer.
when you do something that's greater than yourself.
Boom.
When you have a strong foundation, you're able to build on top of that. And I truly believe, and I see that's exactly what you did, right?
Yes.
You had a strong foundation, which was getting to know who you are. And once you tap into that, when you struck oil or struck gold, whatever that thing is, you were able to build on top of that.
Yes.
So absolutely
And
love
just
that.
keep building. It's a never stopping thing. And that's what I want to get across to just whatever I do is like, I'm not done because it's never done.
It's never done.
The work is never done. We always got work to do. I might even tell you now.
Right.
But we got to get back to it. That's why I appreciate everyone here though, because there was a moment, and I know personally with the Backend business and Kid, like there was moments where it was like, I don't know if this is gonna keep.
I want to talk about that though. I want to talk about that because like consistency, you know what I'm saying? I know for us, this bad boy's a job. I don't know about
People don't know that.
That's a
real job.
You know what I'm saying?
Real job.
It is.
It's a job after the job. Like,
So what?
That 9 to 5, but then working and grinding that 5 to 12.
Come on.
6 to 12. Absolutely,
Yeah. So let me ask y'all this. What did y'all feel like was the biggest obstacle y'all had to overcome when y'all first started podcasting?
Being on it all the time.
Myself.
Woo!
No, I'm not really bad for being on a good time.
Yeah.
Me knowing that I cannot do everything. But then I'm back doing everything because, ain't nobody gonna do your stuff how you supposed to do it or like how you would do it. So I would say, knowing when it was time for me to grow, because I just started out audio and I was using my phone, I was using my iPad, and then I'm like, nah, you like 50 episodes in, you gotta invest and you gotta do video. I don't know nothing about video. I barely know how to edit the audio, but I did it and I got my camera and everything. And like I said, I'm back to doing everything by myself: content creation, creating the topics, editing, the promo, like all of that. But knowing when I do need help, I think that's like the hardest thing because nobody gonna do it like you.
Reach out.
Reach out.
But people not you can reach out and you can spend your money and people still gonna play with your time. So I might as well I'd rather do it how I wanna do it, and it might not be crystal clear or the camera might not be angled right, but they don't know that.
But the hardest
Yeah, there you go.
the
They
hardest
don't know that.
They did not know that.
Learning process. From an untrained eye, they was just going to watch.
My audio
One of
was
our
hard.
episodes, I was watching, I'm just like, no, this ain't right. This
But
ain't
that's
right.
your
I
best
know it.
episode.
Huh?
I said that's your best episode that people love.
The one that you didn't think was gonna be
Right.
good.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
true. That's
No,
true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got
that's it.
20 of them. It's like, I'm not putting this out.
And you put it
Yeah,
out,
I put it
everybody
out.
loves it.
Oh, I put it out every time. That's
Yeah,
the
I'm
release
like-
is that's the release is like getting over that fear of it's not perfect. My audio did like it did mess up that time. Like my biggest interview, I'll never forget it. And luckily I got to interview him again a couple days ago. But my dog, I interviewed him and I knew it was a big thing. And I was trying to do everything right. And you know how when you try to do everything right, everything go wrong. I got back to the actual footage that night and I was like, man, I can't wait to put this one out. It's about to da-da-da-da. I couldn't hear nothing. I was like, oh my.
No, I got one worse. I remember. So before I was doing my phone, right? I just went on airplane mode, right? Someone calls me, and I'm talking about it was the best interview ever. And shout out to the kid. And the kid one of our hosts pull up, but it was her episode. We interviewed her, and we had the interview where it was so good you didn't want to end.
Yeah,
that was that one, right?
You couldn't stop it. You like, nah, keep going.
Keep going, right? I got home like, oh, I'm about to put this up tonight. Didn't even record. I got like the first 20 minutes of the episode.
Been there.
Man. And then we try to redo it, and when you redo it, you can't rephrase certain things.
You can't. Oh my
Somebody
God.
wait 6 months. And have you talk about something different.
Right.
I did something goofy like that once. Her name Lauren Simone. Shout out to her. Like, I love Lauren. She was so like motivational. But I want her to be on my podcast because I know she was on a divorce Sunday. She was, so I'm like, I cannot wait. I did not know like you had to charge the battery. Yeah, I'm not a video. We got to. The library right here, I set up and everything like that. She came in, she on live, and I'm setting up. I'm like, okay, let me turn this on. And it was blinking red. I said, so I had to do it on my phone, and I never posted it because I wasn't about to do that. My phone was hot and all of that. So we had to do it over again, girl, but stuff like that.
No, fact.
Really? Yeah.
No, we got first, so 110 is still on the phone.
No, that's not the phone. Now, you got 3 cameras. I didn't even have this, but I had the 6, okay? And I was like, we gonna get it in. We're gonna get it in.
Oh yeah, you a monster for that one. You said 6 though?
I never get those.
But nobody would never know until we just told y'all now.
No, fast.
You'll never know. They'll never know.
I think the most sick moment I think I have for us, because the thing about having a co-host is like we separate everything. He handled the audio, uploading to DSPs and all. I handled the YouTube and the branding and stuff like that. But I had scheduled an episode for YouTube, but you know with the time zones, I had put the wrong time zone. So we drop our episodes on Sundays at 5. I think I had it set for like Hawaii or something time. It was terrible. So 5 o'clock come, episode, waiting for the premiere. Wait, never win.
Thanks, no countdown. 10 minutes.
You gotta learn the lesson though. You gotta check the
it's
time.
always a lesson.
You gotta write down sick, you gotta schedule it, process it, make sure the thumbnail right, add the right tag, load 9, then schedule it, be good. And I'm waiting for it, never came. I'm like, okay, something uploaded the whole thing, so yeah, I think that's a lesson that I learned early that was just like,
Pay attention, like
Yeah,
it's the little things that
every little detail.
And I don't know about y'all. I have in the beginning when you schedule, I would double book guests all the time. I have like 4 guests outside, like.
Oh no, I didn't do
How I do that?
I did that yesterday. I was like, we run a little behind. Just grab it. Just grab it. What's last?
No.
Cause I be thinking like if my hairdresser did that, I'd be mad. And because I was podcasting after work, so it's 7 o'clock. I'm driving over here. I'm not about to podcast like record 2 people in 2 days.
I do 400 a day every time.
Wow.
You do 4 in a day?
Every time.
Come on, man. 4 in a day. All right, cool, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I was about to say. Like, messing with, bothering people on other people's times. Like, when we record that, we gotta wait on them to be open. We gotta wait on them to book us. Oh, our day already booked up. Now we gotta figure out another day. But that day we trying to figure out not good for our guests. I don't be on that.
That's what I'm going through right now. That's why like this is the day. You better make time for my day.
You know why I don't do one though?
Go ahead. Yeah.
The reason why I don't do one because I tried that and people kept canceling on me. And I was like, I'm not gonna set all of this up for one person to cancel. We gonna have it back. And so I just started booking for the hour, and then from there, you know, when you start doing it consistently, people start getting on time a little bit.
Yes.
So they take you more serious. So the 4 kind of works out well if I'm on time.
Yeah.
And as today you can see, it's not always perfect, but that's one thing. You said challenges. That's one challenge I'm working on now. So I've had challenges. I feel like this is just a continuous growth thing. Like you're gonna always find a challenge. Like the challenge of I can do everything by myself, but do I want to continue to do this for 200 more episodes? You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
Like,
I'm really saying I'm gonna ask y'all the progression that y'all got into in y'all podcast and what are the challenges y'all facing now versus before. And I'm glad you brought that up. I'm gonna ask it. I know our challenges now is like how we take to the next level.
Yes.
We're on episode 115 now. It's like you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like what can we take to the next level to where we're still getting the audience, but we're also giving them value at the same
I'm
time.
trying to make money. Like that's honestly where I'm at right now, and I was just telling my friends that is so hard.
My bad, it is.
No.
It's all I'm saying.
So that's what I was telling my friends. I know everything I need to do to make money with podcasting, sponsorships, commercials, charging people, all of that. But yeah, that's where I'm at now. I will do it for fun and like for free, but I done did that.
That's how you gotta start off.
Yeah, that's how you gotta start off. I'm in the game now, so I'm trying to make money.
Yes, ma'am.
You gotta do. We did a free little commercial during one of our episodes today. You gotta start off free.
Yeah, you gotta start off free, but I'm tired of that. Like I'm trying to live off this, so that's why.
Yeah.
It's gonna come though, for sure.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I would say that's for us too.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's for anybody to do a podcast.
Oh yeah.
You're not, the much money as you put into this and invest in it, people don't know when you started, whether you buy equipment, whether you book in a studio space, the money that we put in the podcast, we ain't getting nothing back at first.
Yeah.
So it's like, then the sponsorships and then the charging guests and then the guests like, I don't want to pay and this and you gotta deal with all that and then you be like, forget it, just come on. But I think in the beginning, you just gotta.
It's a learning.
Humbling.
I think in the beginning it's a
Very
learning.
humbling.
It's very humbling, but when you know that your stuff is in, you like,
I'm about to say yeah.
Yeah, I say very
$340 for a 3-minute video. You come into a podcast interview to get interviewed for 30 minutes to an hour. This is your story. That's worth way more than a music video.
It's a marketing expense, like you know what I'm saying. Like that's how it's a marketing expense. We're marketing for you for your business. It's a write-off. To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying. I don't know with that. Like you got to think about it like that. It's a business. If you're a business, you do what you do. This is a marketing expense. So you know what I'm saying. Write it off. You know what I'm saying. And I feel like my rate is a lot cheaper than quote unquote this person or that person or this in this space. So I mean,
And it's what you're getting on the back end too.
Facts.
Like how many listeners listening to that platform, where it reach.
You're gonna gain more.
That's where you get your leverage from too.
Yeah,
that's where you
the
get
difference.
the motion that people like to see, and I love when you tell me I'm the best. But yeah, sure. Because then I can leverage that thought that they have in their head. Because I already know my product is used. I already know, because that's what I focused on for 2 years was the conversation piece. And then I focused on how it looked. And now it's like, if you come at me like, it's not worth it. I mean, I respect it, but like, don't be mad if you don't hear from me. Like, I'm gonna keep moving.
I want to segue into another. It got something to do with that too, though, with guest canceling. Like, do y'all double back and try to get them again?
It depends on the person. It depends on how they cancel. It depends on how they cancel.
I have a little different theory, you know what I'm saying? Because we had it in the beginning because nobody knows you. No one knows. You know what I'm saying? Because like in the beginning, we were reaching out to everybody. We was like, hey, you want a podcast? Come on. Now it's like, hey, you got weight now. You know what I'm saying? Got a little weight with you now.
No, facts. I had 3 months. I had to wait 3 months. I was like, Lord, I was like, man, I ain't never gonna get on
Before we get into that, because everyone does it, they're like, hey, there's a way. It's like, no, because we don't record. So, like, KT, we record twice. Every time we record, we only record on Tuesdays. We record every Tuesday, right? So we record one at 6, one at 7:30. You know what I'm saying? So we knock them out, get them done. And then to go back to what y'all said before, how we keep it so they know to come through, we text the hell out of you. We gonna call you. How many y'all text you?
Man, time.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Multiple people.
We try to confirm, hey, you gonna be here at 6:30.
I mean, Instagram, on the text. I think you got my Facebook. I was like, we was following on Facebook.
No, listen,
We did that.
Yeah, I'm trying to confirm, like, let us know, because now we already got somebody locked up, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, not saying we hot like
Let's
that.
not play though. Let's not, because I'm not playing about that. So let's not play about it.
So what you're saying, so that's how you make sure that no one plays with your stuff.
Facts. There we
Like
go.
you establish that relationship, and it really depends. Well, what's really key is the language that you choose to use.
Absolutely,
Right?
absolutely.
So you're like, you coming to my podcast or not? Like for me, when I'm following up and not following up, but when I'm ensuring that they are gonna come your physical as well as what you're doing. So when I'm smiling, you're gonna smile too. You're gonna smile. You want to?
I smile every
So people mimic your energy, and once you understand that, that will no longer be an obstacle. And then also I'm practicing empathy. So if someone does cancel, I'm not saying, right? I'm like, oh man, they probably had a family situation, or maybe they sick or something like that. But you can only do it so many times. No, they'll call me or they'll let me know. No one else has ever stood.
See, I've had that. Like the no call, no show, and I'm hitting you up.
And I think it's disrespectful, but
I want to give my way. I don't want to hurry up and get to it. I just want to say, that's why we work as a team, because my boy compassionate. Oh man, ain't no busting new turns over here. That's what we are.
It depends.
It's definitely
it's different though, but they work out.
you have to certain level. You can't do it like 2, 3. You know what
But
I'm
when
saying?
you said, no, I need to do that though, what you said, you gotta
It depends on how they
Extra feed. Come on. You really got a woman now. Because I really had it wide open set up for you.
And you gotta know who you inviting to. Because, like, I did, it's this one person, oh my God, I'm not gonna say if it's legal shit. No, I ain't gonna say they canceled on me, and they charged me too, and I paid the price because I was a fan, like, I really messed with them. But they canceled on me. I still haven't had an interview with them, but I'm willing to still do an interview with them because I don't get shady vibes from them. I think they truly like you said, empathy. But me, I know my people because it is some people who I know. I would tell them to come early because I know that you're gonna be late. But if you don't come at all, I also know how to hold my own. So I'll always have a topic that I can talk about on my own.
Yes.
So it would be people who don't come. You don't come, okay, I'm just about to record this other topic that I was going to talk about next week.
Or something else that I push for in the podcast. Right?
I would use whoever's outside. Come on, so go. You got to go. You got things to do.
We did have some guests that canceled, and we we got to talk about fatherhood because we fathers, so we definitely can do that too. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about it because I'm like, we can come up with different topics.
That's a whole different language.
They don't
I like having real conversations though, mixed with some business, even though it's mainly about business, but I like having real conversations just to get to know a person. You know what I'm saying?
Story is everything.
That's just like our favorite rapper or artist or something.
Boom.
All we know is their music. I like watching interviews. I like watching interviews before I listen to their music.
Facts.
What kind of person you is before you step into that booth.
Facts.
Because if I can't rock with your character, how am I supposed to listen to your music?
Because everything you're saying is a facade.
100%.
And you can tell by the words they're saying in their interviews.
Right. And that's why podcast is important. You know what I'm saying?
Because I interviewed some people on our show that wasn't the same person that I thought was on social media. So that's another side of that too. Being a guest that you don't know whether you're a different type of person, whether it's good or negative.
That's the best part about this to me.
Yeah.
Just to really see if the person really like that or not. You really truly you.
Some people are funny. Like I had somebody, and you can always tell who never did an interview because they want to tell everything.
I want to ask that question though. So I don't know if y'all have y'all ever had to pull something out of a guest on y'all on podcast or had to pull like the difference between someone who's been trained, not trained, but someone who's done it before, or someone who's the first time doing it?
I've definitely had that, but I'm so good with people, right? So the audience can't tell. The audience can't tell, but on the inside I'm like, please give me something else. Please give me something else. So I'll find out what it is that interests them, right? Or what fuels them. If I know that they have children, or if I know that their business came from this like desperate place, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, give me something else, or give me something else. So I try my best to do research on the individual.
Right.
Whether that's social media or whatever, you know, and I always have my questions formatted and a lot. I always have my questions maybe 2 or 3 of those questions that I asked.
That's exactly.
So I think that's so important to have a script,
Yeah.
right? To know that it's there, but I don't necessarily need it,
Yeah.
right?
Question: do you think it's a crutch?
No, preparation is key.
True.
Yeah, preparation is key. I don't need to do it.
There.
Yeah, I don't need to, but understanding that I have a script, right? And you know your script. I don't have to have like, hey guys, I have questions for you all here.
Don't watch my first interview.
But
I was doing that a lot. Yeah, so
because I'm so curious about people,
Yeah.
right? So that the organic, what he was talking about, you know what I mean? So that curiosity, that childlike imagination, and like, oh wait, tell me more, right? Tell me
That's
more.
beautiful.
So I have ran into that, but it's not a huge obstacle. But I feel my heart race. I'm like, okay, come on.
You ever been challenged on your podcast?
Yes.
I have.
I think that's the funnest. I think that's the funnest part.
Yeah.
Like when they kind of push back on a question, like, "What you talking about? Like, what do you mean?"
Yes, or have a totally different perspective.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's, exactly. It's like, oh, I gotta get in my bag. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Me personally, I think.
Yeah.
I just feel like because I got a gift of gab, so it don't matter if I'm who I'm in front of. We gonna talk.
We
We
gonna talk.
gonna talk.
I love
I don't
that.
like, I can have the script or whatever. I like to come up ahead because
Yeah.
if I know you already, I'm just asking questions I never talked to you about.
Yeah.
So that's information for me. But if I don't know you, I'm going to just try to figure you out by asking questions.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love
I
that.
do it both ways.
Yeah, I put people kind of on the spot. I be like, you nervous? But I'm also
Are you nervous?
I would say they ain't nervous, but like, I always say, God bless me with something about my presence. Like, people been telling me, like, strangers will tell me they business. So, people be nervous, but like, I don't know, towards, I wouldn't say the end, but in the middle, I can tell, like, I got you. But I have, like, K-Talk cards, and I'm like, who's better, Fresh Prince or Martin, or Kobe or LeBron? So, it depends on the guest, though, because I want to ask y'all for real about Kobe or LeBron. So, you got to know. Cause I be knowing my guests. I know my guests. I'm not telling you, I've been lurking. I know. Yeah, I study my guests. But they be like, how you know all of this?
Exactly. And I love that. I think that's so good. Like,
But I do have a script though, cause it keep me on track with time. And cause I be having certain topics I be want to talk about. But sometimes I be arguing with people on my DMs. I'm like, okay, come on the podcast and talk about it. So I gotta remember what I said in the DM, so I can say it to your face.
I want to high five you, but I want to be like all the other.
Oh, no, don't worry about me. I'm sorry. Don't worry about me.
You know we invested.
But I would say, I know for me, like I freestyle, but I got simple questions I ask the guests. You know what I'm saying? Like I got 3 questions that I know every guest because it's always coming back to, but the podcast I know, and I kind of lean back on that if I happen to get stuck or happen to, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know about y'all, but I try to my best to have any dead air on the interview, like no dead air, like.
I think people are afraid of quietness. I think that people are afraid to be silent. I think that people are afraid to gather their own thoughts and breathe for a second. So I do that.
I'll let it breathe too.
Oh, I gotta let it breathe.
Yeah, let it breathe.
Because I might be tired of talking.
I also tell people like I'm not a Wendy Williams. Like I would tell them that because some people really be scared and think I'm trying to be messy. So no shame on you, Wendy Williams. But I would say like I'm not a Wendy Williams. I'm not here to be messy. Now you probably might be messy with your answer, but the question is not messy.
So okay, so I have a question for everybody because I'm glad you said that. So I'm gonna ask y'all who would inspire. Not saying inspire y'all, but when y'all think about y'all style of interviews, like who would you say not credited to, but what you say your style is like if you had to say it?
Angie Martinez.
Wow.
She's so respected.
Yeah.
Like Wendy is messy, but Wendy is good at what she do. But Angie Martinez, Tupac, Jay-Z, Biggie, like people who don't even mess with each other mess with her.
Yeah.
So like I want that respect in the game
Absolutely.
of being. I want to say, I am peaceful, and I won't say she's like too nice, but being very open-minded. I think Angie Martinez is open-minded. So.
I would say for us, for sure, we would always joke about this. Like we Cleveland's Wally Gillow.
Fire.
Oh, I can see that. I can see that.
And it's so crazy. We got similar.
Yeah, we just
Minus the jail.
yeah.
I was just still in Cleveland.
Yeah.
He was in college and he just came back.
I can see that though.
Yeah, no, I would just say that. Like, and I'm trying not to do a lot of comparing and stuff like that, but I would say we study them a lot. Of course, we study all the podcasts, Real Leisure, Drink Champs, Breakfast Club, all the podcasts we study, but Gilly and Wallow for sure, because they attack team and then how they split it up. And
Drink champ from too long.
No, it don't.
You gotta be into it.
Come on, I watched 3 hours Jones. Come on.
I just went watch Cameron.
I didn't even watch movies, so it's just me.
How about y'all?
Yeah, for me, Judgment told her. I know she's not like, but she's
That's
an
different.
inspiration for me. Judgment told
Judge,
her.
I know who
So divorce first. She's from Cleveland, from Shaker. Yeah, so her story is very inspirational, and I love how she engages and talks with her the guest on her show, right? How she gives sound advice, whether you're male or female. You know, she calls you out when you're right or wrong, but she lets you know where you were wrong, but also lets you know, okay, but this is what we could do, right? So I love that about her. And also Robin Roberts.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, Robin Roberts, I love her. Angie Martinez, Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah's girl.
Yeah,
Love her.
Steve Harvey fire.
yeah, so yeah, and there's so many others, but yeah, so those.
I would say my 2 biggest inspirations is Charlamagne the God.
Brilliant idiots.
Not even brilliant idiots, Breakfast Club.
Oh, yeah.
And his evolution in it. So he was the star to me. But what he was able to create around it, his partnerships with iHeart, his partnerships with Brilliant Idiots, his partnerships in movies and in television. And he got his own. He's bestsellers too. Like these are not just small feats, and he leveraged it all from one seat.
Yeah.
So it was like that for me was. I didn't like his antics when he first got to but
It worked though.
but it worked. It worked, but he also grew as a person. You know, his skin got all clear. He stopped cheating on his wife. Like it was just things he was doing. It was an evolution as a man, and for me that was all. I was like, yeah, because you can't come in perfect, so you gotta be able to evolve. You're gonna be in it for a long time. And then my second one is Joe Rogan, just because he did 1,000 episodes. Before I started watching him, and I was like, "Boy, you on 111? Like that's like my goal is to hit 1,000. So it's the tenacity. It's the I don't really. And they're 3 hours. Like these are not small things.
They're not small
like
things.
and millions of people still watch it to this day. So it's like you built a cult. Like I literally found a podcast talking about every guest that comes on his show and has nothing to do with him.
It's a podcast.
It's a podcast. I'm like, oh, he really the goat out here. Like there's people out here whole lives about Joe Rogan's podcast experience. So it was just like, man, and then the fact that he could go into different lanes, MMA, he was a comedian, he did X Factor. It was just like, man, you sit in one seat, but then you create this whole world around it. And I'm like, oh, that's what I'm gonna do.
That's exactly what we're talking about. When you have a strong foundation, right?
That's it.
You can build on it, right?
Just leverage it everywhere, right? And just take it.
Something else you just said, Kenzie, when you said, those small steps. So something that I learned this week, and I always love to share things that I learned, is S3. Right?
Say that again?
S3.
S3.
Right? And becoming in the evolution of your victorious self or your greater version of yourself.
Yes.
S3. Simple, small steps, right? Simple, small steps every day, right? So that's like doing one thing every single day. That's the consistency. So for me, my next question for you all is: so how did you build? How did you build your followers, your the numbers? Like, how did you build that?
I'll take this one because I didn't say, but I have a real big inspiration from Vlad, and this is why. Vlad. No, we talk about that. We can talk about that. I want to talk about that. He's still that. But the reason why I took a lot from Vlad 10 years in the game, you've never seen him stop.
Never stop.
Putting out, and the way he puts it out was revolutionary. So even Joe Rogan was full clips, and then he made his clip page. Vlad came in. You get one every day. And I'm not gonna. And when I started hearing him doing interviews with other people, he was breaking it down. He was like, yeah, I started off with one clip every day, and then it went to 2 clips every day, then it went to 3 clips every day, then it went to flashbacks on Thursday, and he basically created a business out of
recycling all the content. That's all.
and he'll never have to stop. And then to the point where he was like, oh, I know when I post something how much I'm gonna make off of it. That's when I was like, oh, he got it. Come on.
He said that's another inspiration, masterpiece.
Yes, absolutely. But what was the question again? 'Cause I had to say that. He be shitting on that, but he is a genius, man. He's
I don't know, man.
He's shaking me though.
You asked me, how did you separate yourself?
The numbers, how did you grow?
How did you? So what Vlad did on YouTube, I took to Instagram. That's how I did it. Basically, he would put out a clip every day on YouTube, and that's how he got his following. I was putting out a clip every single day for 2 years now. Literally every single day, I would put out a clip on Instagram. I would put out a clip, even if it was a recycled clip, I would put out a clip every single day, just to have people in their face. Now I have so much content, I can put a clip out every single day, and people can see it and stuff like that. But I had to build it, but I took that formula like, okay, I have a full length 30 minutes, let me break this thing down. And I just started breaking it down and trying to find the best moments and use those. But then even if they weren't great moments, I'm using those too. Like, we gonna use it, we gonna try to figure it out. So that's kind of what got my notoriety, because I was just putting out a clip every single day, multiple something. Like for 6 months, I put out 4 clips a day on purpose, because I wanted people to see it, and I didn't know who was seeing it.
So I know Vlad put out so many clips before the whole Boosie interview come out. I already even watched it.
The whole thing.
For
It's
real.
57 clips.
For real.
Come on.
For real. I don't like it either.
I don't like when you do that. That's like putting out all the songs before an album.
He coming out with the album.
Yeah, but for me,
No new song, no nothing.
it would be like, I go by like never settle, because I am an author as well. I got a poetry book. So I always say, I told you that.
You know that.
I told you that. Yeah, so never settle, you're a metal. But I always say this, never settle. And also, what people don't realize, I feel like with social media, yes, you can post on social media, promote your business on social media, but word of mouth is everything. If you ever come by me, hang out with me, even if I don't know you like that, if I'm working with you by the end of the week, I got a podcast. By the end of the week, I have a podcast, right? I talk about my brand, my podcast, or that's how I do.
So we're a little different, and this is where the systems come in. And I don't know if this is what y'all do, but I know for us, we have a guest on, we leverage their network. We literally will make a clip, send them the clip, and say, hey, listen, you want to put this in your bio, or we'll use it on your page, by all means, you know what I'm saying? Make sure the tag is in there and whatnot. Right. And what happens is by the time it's over with, by the time they send the clip, or they put on their page, they already following us, they family following us, and by the time we look up, the views then went up, the likes then went up on YouTube, because we sent them the link to YouTube. We gave them 2 or 3 clips to use on their page. And you know what I'm saying? We tag them every time, everything we do with as far with them. Before we know it, like I said, it just grows following. You know what I'm saying? Right there, engagement. You know.
Confident.
No, listen.
Confident.
We like way we
I was not confident.
Some problems. What
the
collaboration?
Oh yeah, but some people don't accept it.
Oh man, y'all listen, I'm bold, but I'm like, hey, you know who was a collaborator, by the way?
No, you did though.
You gotta know who you interviewing, because like you say, some people want. Like I had somebody on my podcast, they did not. To me, that's weird. Do not ask to be on my podcast if you're not going to like promote it. What was the whole point? But again, know who you have it on your podcast, because the people that I have on mine, they be Kayla, where it's at, da da da. So I send them I send them everything so they can repost. I tag them. It can get irritating, like I will admit, it can get annoying. You keep getting DM, so I do at least two videos. But then they'll also just on their own, the ones that I didn't tag them in, they'll repost it too.
think that collaborator tool is so clutch.
Oh man, that changed the game.
That's how we really like get a lot more views, like for sure. And there's more people get their story out there. I really be like, why are y'all not promoting your own story? You just sat here and just gave your whole spiel.
People want to sit in your face and talk.
Yeah, I'm like, you ain't gonna promote it. That was wasting your time, but we just wasted it because it didn't help you, it didn't help us. So when I'm branding and marketing and getting all our promo clip together, we space it out because I want to stay in your face, but I want you to miss us.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna see us every day. You're not gonna see us all the time. I want you to miss us. Kind of like, man, I want it. So that instant when you see me post something, you already
Or you go to my page.
yeah. So we kind of make it more exclusive. Like, we want you. We gonna baby feed you in there. So when you come on, you know you like, okay, they only come with the best of the best. And we just make sure the branding and everything look cool. Like I pride myself on making sure the brand look good. Like it pops. It make you want the title to stand
Make
out.
them click on.
Yeah. So I think
Shout out to y'all though, man, cause y'all
That's
cool, man.
big too though, like the promotion
branding.
and the content. Like I don't know if y'all use Canva, but I use Canva.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like content really can like help you grow because if your stuff look raggedy or it don't, it's not catching nobody's eye, I'm like don't quit it.
I was gonna say it's a mixture of
It's a
both.
mixture of both.
Well, when I say mixture of both, I want to say like using internet and word of mouth. Cause I know a lot of people, minus the internet, a lot of people know y'all, a lot of people know you, a lot of people know me. So when they see that you is doing something, they gonna jump behind or if they don't. Either way, it's still gonna be cool. But I can say for us, I can say from what I see, it's organic. Man, we promote like we should, but I can see a lot of stuff just being organic because people just
Yeah.
I
mess
be
with it.
talking.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Can't be talking.
Yeah, I
Come on,
One
shut
day I
up.
came back from work, my coworker was like, "Yeah, we watched your podcast," and I'm like, "You did?" Like I be surprised. I don't know. I think that's a Pisces thing. Like I will talk about something, I will tell you, and then when you do it, I'm like, "Oh my gosh." But word of mouth.
No, that's what I was it. So.
You know what I feel like for real, and I'll say this for us, consistency. I mean the fact that every time you look up, you be like, "Hey, y'all just dropped another one? Another one.
Yeah.
Another one.
I got two more coming.
Hey, talk about hey y'all. I be coming to TV, you don't be knowing it though.
No,
man.
he know now.
I'll text you like, hey, I see y'all just dropped that. Okay, you know we coming back to back.
He went to 159. I'm on 110 tomorrow. But look, I'm gonna be 120 before they talk to me. Let's be ready. But I love competition too. Like that's what I love about this too. Like it's friendly competition. I see what y'all do. Like I see what y'all put on your show. I'm like,
Y'all know
I
facts.
be like, all right, bet. They asked me something I ain't asked. All right, say that. That's a good question, my boy. That's a good question. And then I just be like, okay, how can I make mine different? Cause it's not about being better than nobody. It's how do I make mine different? Okay, what didn't they ask? All right, where can I go with mine?
Exactly.
Okay, I did it. All right, I gotta have them back because I think they did better.
You're right. That's what's up though, 'cause that's what you gonna get better content.
You gonna get better at your craft. Like every time I'm watching.
each other sword sharp. And then you gotta think about it like we are the voice of not just the city, the state.
Come on.
Podcast.
Midwest.
Yeah, like so I be thinking about that too. Like you got rapper, you can do everything in the city, but you gotta come through us.
Come on.
To get your story out. If you really want to know, we the media. Like we
Y'all feel
media.
like y'all journalists? Y'all feel like
we
Hey,
the
you
media.
know what?
I respect
I
journalism.
think someone
I
asked
respect
me
it.
before.
I don't think I am. I
I don't
respect
think
it.
I am.
Are you a journalist? I was like, absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, because I can write a blog just like I can talk to you.
Talk your talk, okay?
I don't know about y'all. I think it's an ego in me. I wanted that. And you come through Cleveland, you go like, I go to pull up experience one time.
Period.
Yeah.
To me, that's how I think about it. Like, I got something to drop. I got a book I'm about to release. I got a movie I'm about to promote. Let me go hit them up first. Like I know,
Do my promo run.
Do my promo run. You know
Come
what
on, and the Midwest promo one, like you said though, like I'm trying to. If you step in the Midwest, you gotta clear my neck. Like you gotta be around. You want to get in this. When we coming through, you want to hit us up. Like that's what I want, man.
I'm trying to tell y'all the same thing. Our city, our market here is so wide open with everything.
It
to
is.
Rap to whatever you name. Our market here is everything. Our market here is so wide open. With these platforms that we create, we just gonna provide that light to shine on the
That
time.
individual.
Yeah, on a lot of individuals with
Okay, we
whatever.
were talking about earlier when you were saying that, you know, you could tell when people have not had any experience with interviewing, I truly believe, and I take it as an opportunity to help them and to guide them in that, you know. Because I started
One girl couldn't stop talking though. I just let her talk and I
I
just
had
cut everything out.
Get it
I
out.
had that conversation,
Get it out.
and I never did air that because it was that bad. It was awful. I was super green. I'm not saying that I'm not green now, but I knew myself, but I didn't really know the audacity that I had to be like, dog. Alright.
You do, I feel like as women, I feel like men can put out what they want, but like us females, I feel like sometimes we do have to, or I won't say we do have to, but we do watch what we put out.
Yeah.
But like if you listen to my podcast, I'm honestly an open book too. I be telling on myself, I can tell my business on my podcast. But like with certain guests, I'm not gonna ask you certain things. Like if I'm gonna read the room, I'm not gonna ask you certain things. Cause then if you flirt with me the whole entire podcast, now I can't post it.
Hey, I seen one my man had on the podcast. He was like, hey, I'm trying to do what you want. He said,
Please,
hey,
please,
man.
please.
And I was cracking up. He was a little, he was like, hey.
Bryce was playing, but he talking about
He like
You
me.
gotta respect the homie.
He like for real.
You respect
Let
my
me
flavor.
see.
Come on. I know, hey, I be having good.
Like, Tifa said, he was like, please fuck with me.
Exactly, you can post that.
Something, right?
You can post that, but if we sit here and post and don't edit out every single guy that come on our podcast and try to flirt with us, y'all gonna be like, well, do she talk? Like, do she
It's one of them. It's one of them things where you gotta just know what you're doing, and at the same time, just like,
I'm good at that.
You gotta
You gotta let go of her. I'm documenting. I'm cute. Thank you.
like if I see that.
you fall for all that.
All of it.
Fall for all
Please,
that.
my 30 seconds.
I ain't gonna lie. You
When
know
they
what?
came in, he was like, yeah, I'm trying to know. She was like, so how many more baby mamas you gonna have or something like that? He was like, no, Miley Cyrus.
I remember it was on the stage. He was walking into his van.
Yeah, he talking about what you doing tonight. And it's just like, now why would you ask me that?
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, she asked me a personal question.
Yeah.
Let's get personal. Hey, everybody, what you got going on? I might want another one.
That's something that I can't post.
So you know what? I got a good question for all y'all. So when it comes to questioning y'all guests, is there a line you don't cross? Is there certain things you just don't want to touch on? Or
There was for a while because I was scared. But now there's not a line. Because I openly tell you, and if you see my show, like people cry on my show, like for a reason, because we gotta go there. Because we're sometimes so scared to go there, but that's the thing that may change everything.
To talk about it.
To talk about it for somebody else to hear it.
They going through it.
Come on. So it's like I used to be afraid to go there, but I'd be like, nah, we gotta go there now. Because it's like
That'd be the best part of the interview.
that'd be the best part.
And I think that you're able to do that because you've done that with yourself.
Yes, the work, doing the work.
So again, here we go back to the strong foundation. When you have that, and you know yourself, you're able to tap into that with other people,
Yeah.
and it transcends through the camera and it touches other people, which is why people are, like, man, that's KT. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah.
And it's like they forget if they're even on camera for a moment.
No,
It's like they're telling themselves this now. And it's like, you're not even talking like
It's healing.
It's healing. And I try to take myself out of that. That's why I go there. Because it's like, even if you don't like me after this, even if you don't like it's always bigger than me anyway. So it's like
On that ride home, I was like, oh, that felt good. I ain't talking about that.
in a
I always
minute.
think that somebody told me, they was like, oh, you made me feel good. And I didn't even go deep because I feel like you can go deep, but it's how you act. But if I know them personally, I will ask them like, can I ask this? Like I got some friends that I do want to be on my podcast, but I never want to like overstep my boundaries. So I will always ask like, can I ask you this question? Can I ask you, but can I put it? Because you can ask questions, but not put it in the podcast. But sometimes you just gotta let it out. So I say it depends on how you ask, but if it's your friend or something like that, I would say ask them first.
And I think that's what's up.
My bad.
Good.
No, I'm about to say, because I know for us, same thing, where I feel like the comedy's so good, you don't realize you're on camera anymore. I remember, shout out to my boy Sterling, man. If y'all haven't checked him out, Positive Energy, man. We had him on, and he was talking about, some prior things he had dealt with, And man, in the middle of the interview, we just do a group hug in the middle of the interview. You know what I'm saying? We just like, you know what I'm saying? Let's hug. Because in that moment, he was so real. You see it in his eyes, like he like processing everything he put in his own life, and he like, man, you're like, you know, what's the group hug right here, right? But I think that's a sign like a great interview because you are so in trance of what's going on when you're speaking about it. Just like I'm open to the conversation as a whole. So
I think podcasting is the biggest reflection because y'all know Doug, I just had him on my podcast and he just kept saying like, I wish I would have never did this, I wish I would have never did that. Years ago in 2017, I said, look what you're doing now. So I think some artists, some people need to go on podcasts so we can tell them, like, so when they telling their story, they really realize like what they really did. Cause I'm like, yeah, this your last time to talk about what you should have did because look what you're doing now.
Well, we don't know Vlad TV type stuff, but they can stitch on themselves for like a couple years back.
I pronounced it B-Lad. I'm the type of person that I'm the type of person that I pronounce stuff as it's spelled, like L-A-X. Yeah. I used to pronounce it like lax, like I thought it was lax. Lax.
Look, y'all glad, and I respect it too because everything that he does, I do not respect or like. But
The way
He gonna get the views, right?
not even just the views.
He's willing
He's willing to go there, and he taught me how to go there without going there. I'm not trying to have the boys on it now, but I go a different route. So he goes there on the you had this murder. He may go there. I go.
That's exactly what I'm about to get to.
Exactly.
Because I don't want to just make it about him because this would make me even realize like he just kind of shaky. I pay attention to Black. When it comes to him interviewing a new artist or somebody new, he don't interview. He sends somebody else to interview.
Yeah.
But what really struck a nerve with me, just having recently, I don't know if y'all heard to the dude, BTB Savage. He interviewed him.
Oh yeah.
Then he died.
Not even the fact that he died. Well, he died RIP, but it was like the fact that he a new artist, you interviewing him, and y'all not even talking about music.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all watched the interview. Y'all ain't talking about music. It was just a situation.
The whole time.
They don't gotta go on there.
Huh?
They don't gotta go on there.
But that's what excites him though.
Right, but that's why I feel like he kind of shaky though, because that really made me feel some type of way. I didn't even know dude or nothing, but I just feel some
the
type of
crazy
way.
thing about that is too, is that even that young dude that passed away, guess who got all the marketing and promotion behind it?
He did.
Yeah. Oh.
And I
They was
was
on the
watching
news talking about the Vlad
Is he
interview.
white?
They was on
Yes.
they was everywhere talking about the Vlad interview.
That's what I'm saying. So that was all promotion for him.
Then I was watching Academics yesterday. He was talking about, he asked his chat like, y'all think Vlad should pay for the funeral? Some people said yes, some people said no. Because he is the one that made some money. 100,000, 200,000 monthly views from YouTube or whatever.
So the fact that he didn't have life insurance?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he probably did though, but not saying like it was just all on
No,
Black.
you just said that.
Right. Oh, you don't. That was something.
That's the engineer. I love this.
He's messy, because why would you ask that? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
I don't
Like, that's
like
what I feel
everything
like.
like why would he ask if so-and-so gonna pay for the funeral? You know the answer. You know he's not gonna do it. But also, like, I'm not saying I would never go on a white podcast, but Lad, B-Lad, whatever, he been out for a minute. So I feel like if you doing that type of stuff, I would not go on his podcast. I would not go on that podcast if I know I'm doing that type of stuff.
So I like I said, because you got Adam 22, you got the Vlad.
Now he's a
Culture
culture.
vultures.
Adam 22 is
What is that? What is that?
Vlad? I don't think Vlad's a culture.
What vultures do?
I don't know.
Vultures eat carcasses. You know what I'm saying? They eat
Yeah.
stuff that's dead. Not saying like our culture dead
Like,
though.
is it social
They just don't
thing?
eat.
I don't know.
No, but they
Say good
know
Vlad.
that they eating our culture up. They eating our culture up.
That's Adam. That's Adam.
Yeah. Well, and the time, so let me ask
Vlad
you
don't
this.
switch though.
So when it comes
10
to
years, he do the same thing.
my bad.
My fault. I'm defending.
What
You
you
really-
saying? I was
No, I'm actually so in an age where content is king, right? When it comes to interviewing certain people, do you feel like you want to go for the controversial or you want to go for the impactful?
I'll start off because that's something we be talking about.
Yeah.
Me personally, the age I'm at, I try to avoid stuff.
Yep.
If I feel like I gotta interview you and we about to talk about some stuff that's not about the
That's not positive. to
You feel me?
Right.
I don't care how much money you got, how many followers you got. I don't care about none of that.
I'm not chasing anyone for clout or anything like that. Really, the substance and the foundation for V.I.P with Nikki B. Honestly, it's a lifestyle.
Yes.
It's a lifestyle. You know, it's about positivity. It's about speaking life. It's about speaking. Okay, you came from this place. So how did you build there? What happened? How did you make that turn? Was it your family? Was it because you needed money? Was it because you needed a change? Like, what was that? And then we build from that, whatever that thing was, and we find that out. Like I had one of my latest shows with Dr. Mike. Are you all familiar with him? Yeah, he's a phenomenal individual and a great example of where you come from. Something happens, and then you go. I'll quote him on this. It all started getting my GED, right? And so from his GED, he got his associates, and from his associates, he got his bachelor's to master's, and now he's working on his PhD from 79, right? From selling drugs, from having a broken home. His mother was a teenage mom, right? And I think a lot of us can relate to that, and that's everyone's story. I know that's part of my story. My parents were teenage parents, and the odds were against me, right? I was supposed to be a teenage mom too, but I wasn't, right? I'm not supposed to be as articulate, right? I'm not supposed to be as, I don't know what people be like, girl, you look good, or you look polished, or you're always this, or you know what I'm saying? But it's like, yeah, but there's some darkness, right? It came from a place where I didn't know anything, right? So my parents we were building the plane as we were flying it, right?
It's a struggle though, to me, at the point where I'm at now, because when I say it's a struggle, it's because like you do want to make it. You know what I'm saying? You do want to pop. So it's like when you do win certain awards and stuff, like you're like, maybe I should go and knock these out real quick. But then it's like, for me, at what cost? At what integrity?
Losing your morals, going against what you believe.
But does it lose your morals by handling your business?
Yes.
That's one thing. But for me, it was always like this girl. She just went viral like a week ago or whatever, and I never try to like chase. I never chase niggas. Like I just don't. I just come. I sit down with people who want to sit down because now you're ready. Because I feel like if I'm going after you're not really even ready to say what you need to say.
You coming to me?
Come on. So, but I was like, okay. I seen it when it was happening, so I felt more a part of it. So it didn't feel like I was clout chasing. It felt like, man, this is a moment for the city. I would love to be a part of this. But when it came down to it, I still interviewed. The same day I interviewed a girl who has 5 songs out, but did her first two performances, and I got to see her, and I got to see her talk about it, and so it was like, to me, it's like it's a balance now. Like I'm not chasing the clout, but I'm chasing
that next thing.
that bigger moments because of where I'm at, but also staying founded and staying grounded on. The mission is to get the people that don't got a voice. So never forget your mission, but don't let your mission stop you from going to get it. Because you can still go get it. Because I'm in a position where I can get this interview. Like she came and did the interview. I'm about to put it out next. I don't know when this is coming out. I'm putting it out next week, and hopefully it does well. But at the same time, the one I did right after was just important. Yeah. The one who's just getting started, who got all the energy of a new artist, and she got her best friend. Yes, girl. Yeah, like I love those things, like because you hear like with somebody who may have gotten some clout or some fame, and they feel jaded at sometimes. They feel, that's a different story than a person who is fresh in the game and all they see is excitement and people are pulling them different ways, and it's like, oh my God, I love it. It's like I love both of them now. Right. And at first I was like, I'm not going to get the person who got all the followers and views, and I'm not doing that because I'm not trying to chase nobody. But now it's like I kind of gotta balance it because you know what I'm saying. It's still a business. I still want to grow
with the mission in mind.
And
not letting
with ours, it's straight legends. Like I only want legends. Like, and I say that because I want to give them a story. I want to give them segment for you on that, but we only want legends on our show. Like, and that's what keeps us more exclusive. Like, we want to know your back end story. Somebody may have forgot about you because we got so much content coming out every single day. Yeah. We got so many new people popping, but it's like, don't forget the people that paid away for this. Don't forget that too. Like, people that's really in the mix that don't have a voice. So I think for me, I take pride in like, no, let's make sure we get you your flowers and your story told, because there's so many new people that are taking all the time, attention, that you can get pushed in the back. So I'm like, let's let some legends come on here and get their stories out to me that I know personally. Like, a lot of people interview, we know them. So it's like, you know what? Yeah, it's one time you've been doing your thing, let's tell your story. But we just kind of more exclusive. We turn on a lot of people, and it do hurt when we like, we can't have you on our show because we booked or we ain't got stuff to do. But I'm telling you, at the same time, we not gonna just have anybody on our show. This ain't that. This ain't just to come on our show, talk your talk, and then real exclusive. You gotta be invited. It gotta be, or some people try to pay us too. You keep the money. You gotta get invited to come on here. Yeah, so I think that's what's holding.
Yeah, but I know for us, I like organic, real stuff.
Yeah,
gotta real, it gotta just be pure. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm not about to sit in that chair and talk to you.
But I do have moments though where I see them pull up and I see y'all and I get inspired.
Right.
But then I be like, you know what? I love that we all in our different lanes because
that's what I was about to say. Like there is like you need that. You need the exclusive. You need the person who I'm dropping because that's my mentality. I'm a football player. Like we go to practice every day. You know what I'm saying? So that's me. I'm in practice mode every week is a new practice, new game. Like I got a game every week, so I gotta prepare. I gotta get right. That's how I keep going. Y'all, I love that. It's like, we doing something here. That everybody's doing something. The space is real. Like, I love that.
But you have your own space.
Yeah.
That's a different thing too. We on somebody else's time. So that's the thing. We learn how to get off other people's time. You on somebody else's time, you can't just book when you want. Like, you got your own space, get it rocking out. We gotta go behind, wait, look, and see if it's available. So that do slow us down as well too.
Engineers get fired. Somebody else get hired.
So that do slow us down for sure, but I think I like it too. I'm like, you gotta be letting me come up here.
We're gonna fight through it. That's what's great. Like, we fighting through those. Like, that's the challenges. Like, no lie. Like, house talk. Like, my first interviews I dropped 2. And then it took me 3 months to get my next 4. And I did them all at the same time. So I came in the game doing multiple interviews at the same time. But it was taking months to get my stuff back. So it was like, man, I'm never going to make it this way. I'm never going to make it this way. So I had to figure out another system. That's how my system got created. But it's like, I had to fight through it. And it took me interview 50, 51 to really be like, nah, I got my space, I got people who believe in it, I got somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if I done had times where everything failed. Like, I'm talking about everything, and I'm like, look, let's go. Like, because at the end of the day, for me, it's about we gotta move forward. We gotta move forward, we gotta keep going because we started something, and if we stop now, what have we done?
That's that dog. That's what Deion Sanders talks about all the time.
Yeah,
when everything falls apart, what you gonna do?
You gonna fall apart right there?
You gonna fall apart?
People be waiting for you, I don't say. When they come to this podcast and stuff, people be waiting for you to not drop another episode.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I figured you was tired.
Yes!
You podcast like the big podcast now.
It's the little part.
A lot of people be telling me like, you still be doing it. I be like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I be appreciating it, but I be just like, what am I supposed to do? This is what I want to do. Yeah, this is what I want to do right now. So if I want to do something right now, I'm going to continue to like do it. So I never really understand when people say, dang, you I went to high school.
Those are
really
their
doing it.
right. Their fears are being trying to project their fears onto you.
No, I think they really be like, I'm sorry, but I really think they do be surprised. Like, I stopped doing it, or like it just looked like you never stopped, or it looked like you never went to know, you just kept going. Like, I think it comes from a genuine place, but just for me, it's just like, what am I? I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. What I'm gonna do if I'm not podcasting?
They be surprised, and it's just a normal thing for people to quit so much.
Yeah, I think that's
it's a mixture of both. Like,
So,
you still doing it?
Tapping into that what you just said, I found out that with podcasting, right? When you
people really
here anymore because they don't have what Kay is talking about. I'm trying to get to the back, I'm trying to get the money, right? I'm trying to sustain my life from this because this is my life, right? Because they don't see those results as well, they get burnt out and they get
And podcasting is lightweight still fairly new. They haven't seen nobody with no big major results like a big check coming from podcasts to really make people.
If they're not already a celebrity.
If they right, exactly. They're not already.
That's
the thing.
that's something I'm not really liking. It's
I
like
studied it. I've seen it.
it's some people, but
I
I
did
hate.
I mean, besides like you an art like
It was
they-
already in
Nikki
the
and
name,
Wallow,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody to me, everybody who got a podcast right now is already.
Already
Think about it.
in
Think
there.
about it.
Already in there.
Think about it. It took
Everybody-
Gillian Wallow 101 episodes to get that deal
That's true.
from
Barstool.
Barstool.
But check this
But they was
out.
already known with
No,
Wallow.
Wallow.
Okay, I didn't listen to them. I'm
This is the
sorry.
thing. Really, he was the rapper. Wallow, he was in jail, so when he came out of jail, he was like, shit, I already got my foot already in the game, lightweight. So let's do what we gonna do. Take my fans that I already got. You know what I'm saying? You build what you gonna do, let's do this together.
Yeah, because me
They already got
personally,
stepping stones.
I never seen nobody like a regular person. And you know how people get so like one hit, not a one hit wonder, but like Loretta, like she got that song.
She everywhere.
Exactly, but you ain't see nobody like really, I'm sorry, blow up from a podcast.
Yeah,
and
that's
that's
a
not
big
already.
Big difference. So shots to man, big man David Shannon. Y'all know who David
Oh,
Shannon is?
Oh yeah, I love Donnie.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's the man. And y'all want to talk about somebody who, like, if I say start out, I like
He's a pioneer.
He's a pioneer, hands down. And
He
he,
used to work at the Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory, hands down. That's what I'm saying. I promise you, he's the blueprint. He's definitely the blueprint because he came from, like I said, Cheesecake Factory. Now he 360 episodes in. He literally he got a whole like my man over here. You know what I'm saying?
And he posts every single day.
Every single day. And I'm about to say that's the blueprint for us. We're like, man, we like not saying competition, like we trying to get to that status of one night. Like I said, like it's a CP. So like
Yeah, and I love Donnie, like his co-host.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just something about her
Yeah.
that I just love. Cause she just got her own podcast too, and it took her a minute. I like how they both encourage each other,
Yeah.
and you can tell they friends at the end of the day. Cause she be calling him about his like stomach and stuff. That all the time.
No, they have a good time.
They do have a good.
that
relationship.
yeah, I said that for us that's the blueprint. Like
We
shot.
study him a lot for sure. I was following him before the podcast. I followed him on the T-shirt and
Yeah.
design.
See, I didn't.
Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
paying attention, and he started talking about the podcast and the
Yeah.
pandemic, and he really started breaking down the numbers about
Yeah.
how many fall off and what you gotta do to get there, how to get sponsorship. So I do credit on.
I got his
sponsor.
ebook. Yeah, I got his ebook. I missed his webinar.
He got his group even like called $1, like you should like
The-
$1 meetings or masterclass, Patreon.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, get it, man. So I
The
definitely.
more they
Give
meet
a
up,
chance.
the more they meet up, he
Yeah.
definitely, yeah, that's what it's called. He
Bro.
like, he is
Yeah, bro.
He is.
Since you study
Yeah.
him a little bit, you
But
want
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I don't really watch people. Like I don't really watch people.
That's what
Like,
I
I really just
I listen to
like, do what I do, and I just watch it. Like I don't watch people. I watch businesses. Like
Yeah.
like I watch the business of people. Like I don't even watch what the person is like feeling or doing. Like I watch like what they created and like how they do it. Like how they do
No, you
that.
need to know people personally. I'm sorry. Y'all know Port Mine?
Oh, yeah.
Since we talking about people who started, like, them two started by just talking about men, and they even said it, but now they be having everybody on
But
their
look what they
podcast.
did though. They've been on. They've been on YouTube for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
And but then they partnered with 85 South Show and
Yeah.
got the network they needed because they had the ability. They got the network. Now they're able to expand. Like now they got their merch. But that's the game though.
They never stopped.
And they never stopped. They switched it up a little bit. Like I studied them. Like they,
Yeah,
I love how they
and
move
Dre.
and develop.
Mhm.
But I try not to like go into styles because then you can't take. You can start taking
Yeah, that's true.
people's
I
styles.
know.
So, like I don't watch how Charlamagne like asks this question. I just like how he moves with his brilliant. Then he, like how he just keeps things moving. How the structure of everything. Because again, we're all influenced with something. So it's like if you watch too hard, you're gonna be influenced. And for me, it was always like I just want to be me. first, and then if I want to figure something else out or I need to take that next step, then I'll start diving into like personality traits and like why they get the answers.
I'll never take nobody's personality. I got that. I've never took their personality.
I get that what you said, but I was about to say, yeah, as much as I be watching podcasts and stuff, I don't know, we probably answer this question. Do I be like, I watch that's all I watch on TV. And I don't think I take people's styles and stuff like that, or I don't know.
I get ideas because like I could be doing something more on my podcast and not see B. Simone do it. I'm like, okay, that's another way for me to make money. So like I won't take styles because it's only me.
Lucrative business.
Yeah, it's only me. I can only be me. Especially if you just naturally have a certain personality that like people, you can never, even if you wanted to, you can never take somebody's style.
I ain't lie to y'all, I'm biting, you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real, you know what I'm saying? It worked for them, it worked for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm keeping it real. Football. Hey, people do that like
Hey, I'm keeping it real. I'm like, oh, that is dope. You know what? I'm gonna spin to it, but I like
And just call it something different.
They do it anyway.
Hey, my papa say all the time. Nothing is new.
Come on, no
Nothing is new. Nothing is new. I hate when people act like
Exactly.
So it's my question to y'all now. Do y'all feel like y'all have a moment where y'all feel like imposter syndrome? Where you feel like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's coming.
And what way?
In the podcast space.
Oh, like being copy?
I feel like
And I don't think it's for me. It's not only with the podcast, but it's the overall platform.
Yes.
Right? Like I was talking about, like V.I.P with Nikki. It's a lifestyle. So there's moments and times where I'm asked to be a host or to commentate or to
It's like,
do
"Can I do
this." I'm like, and then that's where I have to tune into myself, right? Because if not, I'll start to listen to that fear. You know what I mean? So I have to listen. I have to read and remember what my father said about me, right? So those are the times where I really have to tap into scripture. I really have to tap into what I've studied from scripture, you know what I mean? Because the outside noise can really influence you and what you're talking about. So there is times where I don't watch TV for a long time, you know what I mean? Where I'm only watching certain things that I know will talk life and speak life into me. So yeah, I've experienced that, and I've definitely experienced that. And I'll be like, this is a lie, right? This is a lie.
I feel like
This
it's
is
trying
not
to
true.
come. I feel like it's trying to come out.
Can I?
For you?
Yeah. Can I tell y'all what I think imposter syndrome is? Because I'm getting it now. But it's like when you accomplish goals and reach achievements and that stuff come back to you, you be like, sometimes you take a step back, like, am I supposed to be getting this? Because you didn't work so hard for it. And a part of you happy that you got it, but it's like, did I work good enough? Like, did I work that hard? Like, sometimes I cannot believe that I did what I did to finally get at the radio station.
Yeah.
Like, all of that. So I think imposter syndrome is like growth. Because I don't think it's a bad thing to second guess yourself as long as you don't go through with it.
And like stay stuck.
And stay stuck.
Yeah, stay.
Is imposter syndrome and feeling like a caricature of yourself, is that kind of the same thing? Okay, because that's what I
feel like a character.
Like a character.
You don't
like you're putting on a show every time you put on the camera. Even though it's
That
still
you behind the
you.
camera.
Yeah, like, but not at every time. Like I'm not like I know I have a difference because I want to bring the best out of people. So I bring the best out of myself every time I get on the camera. But when I'm at the house,
You want me to read it?
sure.
Yeah,
Please.
let's read for everyone so that we all understand
Yes,
it,
ma'am.
you know, for real with it. So the persistent inability to believe that one's success is deserved or has been legitimately achieved as a result of one's own efforts or skills.
Yeah, that's when you
So
achieve stuff that you like.
So you don't experience that.
I mean, to me, whatever God got coming for me, I'm ready for that.
That's it.
Yeah, I've got to be ready for me to get it.
And that's why I said second guess yourself, but don't go through
Yeah,
it.
you can second to a certain point. You can second guess yourself to a certain point, but if God, whatever it is,
Yeah, what's meant for you.
I'm trying to say, be ready for it.
But I failed at high levels too, so
Yeah.
I understand like none of that matters of what you've done. What are you about to do? What are you doing? What is like? And I get this from my grandfather. Like my grandfather was 79, and he's still trying to like secure other like awards back. Like he still has a reason to live. You know what I'm saying? Like a reason to go forward. Like he's like, why would I stop now? And I'm like, Grandma, he's 70.
He good.
But like, why would he broke it down? But he looks better. He's in better health now. Like, and it's like because he has something to live for.
Yeah.
And I think when we get older, sometimes we don't have that specific thing we're living for, so we kind of get lost. And we get lost, and that's when the health issues start coming in. That's when a lot of bad habits start coming in. But when you truly have like you truly want to be the best in your industry, or just the biggest you can be, and accomplish as much as you can before you get out of here. He even said, he was like, even if I go tonight, I know I've done everything I can to get where I was trying to go. And I was like, man, that's all I want.
That's dope.
Like regardless of what I get, I'm still not wanting more, but I'm still gonna try to achieve more.
Yeah.
It's not like even if I become the biggest podcaster in the world, there's still a lane I can go into where I'm nobody.
Yeah, that's good.
And I can
It's
get in
just
that
like
bag.
yeah, he's rapping now.
He's gonna get comedian.
Yeah, like no, that's real though.
God bless that man.
Y'all about to say, I wouldn't compare it to that. But that's good though, because at 79, I'm not doing that.
You chilling?
I'm chilling. I do not aspire to this work the whole entire time. I give it a good 65.
Yes.
I don't need my grandkids. I'm not trying to keep my grandkids.
What's your favorite moment so far in this?
In the podcast, with episodes or just period?
In general, in this whole thing,
Meeting people, I would say just
God
meeting
bless.
people and getting their stories, and I would say every time we interview somebody, it's their first episode. That right there just be my favorite. It's my first podcast episode.
Facts.
I love hearing that.
That's my favorite thing
I
about
love
it.
that. Yeah.
When that was our first interview, I'm like,
Yeah, recently Doug just told me like, Kayla, this was an experience. He said, you think this an experience? I ain't probably like when we was recording it, I had not recorded there in months. I just got off of work. I just changed and you think this is an experience? This not even my space, but you think this is an experience. So that like told me that I'm doing something good. So I think that's the best that's the best moment so far, and he told me like, you doing everything you need to do. That was my moment that told me. That was like God saying, relax. Keep doing what you're doing. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're gonna grow. And I told him, I said, if you think this is the experience, come back next year.
Nice.
That's what's up.
Cause I don't feel like it's an experience at all.
I have been hitting this all night because I know I'll be hitting the whole episode. That's why I have been hitting it. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that was good though. I know like for me, like y'all probably gonna bang, but I probably am. The notoriety, I ain't gonna lie to you, you know what I'm saying? I'll be out the bar like, pull up man. I'm like, pull up man. You know.
I love when people say media girl.
You know what I'm saying? So there's just ego in me and whatnot, but that ain't gonna lie, that's my favorite.
I would second that. I would second that. But
I was my daughter. And she would give her a piece of time like, pull up man, pull up. You know, I'm like, oh yeah, I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying?
I would say, like, kind of like that, but like when they like truly know like an episode, like when they can like verbatim, like, no, I seen that one was fire. I was like, oh, you seen that one? I was like, I don't care if you seen any other one. Like, that's the one for you. I bet. Say less. Like, I love them moments. Like, oh yeah, you have my uncle's brother on there. I'm like, say less. Your uncle's brother, nigga. Come on, you. I got another one done tomorrow. What you talking about? Come on.
I love when people ask when the next drop is. I'm like, oh, you need this one.
I think for me, like my biggest moments, and I think they're not done yet. I think they're still coming,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
But for me, it is the heart that speaks from other people. When I get that DM, and this is not only with the podcast, again, it's just with social media. If I'm moved to share something that I've learned and I post it on my page, and then someone DMs me or messages me and said, that was for me, right? Because in that moment where I posted it, it wasn't for anyone else. I was really speaking to me, right? So So to know that we are going through this thing called life, this experience, where the experiences and the lessons that we learn are not for us. So when you look at it from that perspective and you know that, of course it's going to be hard. Of course it's tough times.
Yeah.
Of course there's dark moments. But when you look at it that way, like, what lesson am I supposed to learn from this for someone else? Because not only was there a blessing right there for me, but I'm supposed to be a blessing for someone else, right? So those are some of my big moments, and yeah, it may be a bit egotistical, but at the same time, for me, those are the little nudges and the little kisses and the little jewels that my father leaves for me and be like, good job, Darwin. That's exactly. Because there's moments where I'm like, I ain't about to post that, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not posting that, and I'm not even talking about podcast episodes. I'm just saying, like, just something, a quote that I just heard, or something that I even made up. You know what I mean? Even when it comes to podcasts, and I've listened to it back, or I listen to the playback, or I'm about to edit it, I'm like, I said it takes me so much, but I know that I have to because I know that I have to.
Yes.
Right? I don't want to do it. Even when I'm listening, interviewing someone, if I'm at an event or something like that. A couple weeks ago, whatever, I was doing the interviews for the Akron mayor candidates for this. So I was listening back. I was like, it's kind of like, but then when I listen, I'm like, oh my goodness, that was really good. I'm glad I got that out of them. Or I'm glad that I listened back to now I can with this. So those are the biggest moments when I hear people when they reach out to me and say I'm inspired, or they know me personally, they'll text me like, keep going, because there's one where I was like,
That's hard.
this is too much. I'm not doing this.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But I know that it takes hard work to keep going.
So I got a question for y'all, because I know it. I see it. We're going to be famous. Our podcast gonna take off. And I'm looking back at the episode, I'm like, man, memories on this one room, but now look where we at, right?
No, for real.
And I know actually my best, but I like it because David Shan said the best. He said the reason why he asked his guests that question because he know they gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody ain't gonna do fine, phenomenal things.
Yeah.
My question to y'all is, where do y'all want to take the podcast? Where y'all see the podcast going? Where y'all see the brand as a whole going? And overall.
Yeah, international for sure. Yeah, international. Being on platform, speaking to individuals. I'm gonna share this with you all. I've had this vision since I was younger, right? Of being on stages, and this is not because I want to be. No, it has always been I would have it's like a reoccurring dream, but I'm not asleep. It's like I see it. Where I'm on stage and I have some kind of microphone, really, how they have the microphone.
TED Talk style.
And I'm talking to people. I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know how many. It could be 2 or 3, but it could be 2 or 300. It could be 2 or 3,000. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but I have this vision that I am talking with people, and I mean talking with them because they're souls. When you walk into a room, your energy presents itself. So check your energy at the door, right? So I've always had that vision. So yeah, I believe in V.I.P with Nikki B because the name was not given to me. You know what I'm saying? So the name was not. I didn't make up the name. The name was predestined. You know what I mean? He says, if you listen, yeah, my parents named me. But my father knew me before I was in my mother's womb. How incredible is that, right?
Yeah.
So my name is Nicole, which means victory of the people. Right? And I'm the oldest of 6 too.
Wow.
Right? So victory of the people. I had to switch it up a little bit, and once I realized the victory in me, I want everyone to understand and to see and to recognize the victory in themselves. So, and then Nikki B, my dad gave me that nickname. So it just kind of worked out that way, but definitely international. Yeah.
I want to get so big. People want to learn from me. So I want to have my own podcasting, university, or just school or something like that. I want to do something along to that, and that I can help people. Well, now I ain't gonna say I want to help people, but put my friends on too.
Yeah, that's
Like
LeBron and Maverick and
yeah, like I'm about to start having photography while I'm like photos taken of me while I'm podcasting, and it's my friend Jaquan. Shout out to Jaquan. So I want to be able to do that. Like I want to be able to get so big that I'm about to have this celebrity on my show, but she need her nails done, and I got a friend that's a nail tech. Or if people want to learn from me, so I have podcasting classes. So that's how big I'm.
I just want to, with our podcast, I know I want ours to be big too, but most importantly, I want the information to be used from the generation above us. Because we talk about this all the time. Our generation is crazy, wild, whatever. I got little brothers, I got little cousins that really look up to me. Instead of me talking the way I used to talk before I had a daughter and all that, you know what I'm saying? You can be wild, but now that I'm doing this, they look at me in a different light. So,
You got hot one.
huh?
You got hot one.
Hard glass.
I ain't gonna know. She was in the back, boy. She was in the back. I can see her in the head of me, boy. She was in the back. She tried to figure it out. Hey.
Asking. He said
Make sure you
before
say
his
to the
daughter.
mic.
You know, being
She might
changed.
be laughing. She might be laughing.
But that goes back to what you said. You see what you say earlier? You see what the point somebody had in their life by the words they talk. So when you that stuck to me when you said that earlier, when I play that, I try to get that to my little brothers and little cousins. I just want them to use the information that I did and went through the conversations we talk about. They can use that to their life and know that they don't gotta run the streets to get the money. Y'all can do some podcast type shit or something to get the same kind of money. You know what I'm saying? All legit.
Legit. I would say too, monetization on digital real estate, which is our podcast.
Digital real estate. Okay, my boy. Okay, my boy. Okay. Hey, that's some words right there. Come on, let's take that real estate over. Let's go.
Our episodes will live on forever online, no matter what.
That's facts, bro.
As long as it just keep going and we get
That's
great
facts.
coming in, they start watching episode 1 this season. I just want to just keep going so then when that one pop, like T's interview that's about to pop and they go look at all the other 100. We want that one episode to pop where it goes and bring the money for everything else. So next goal of us is just how to monetize everything from the YouTube, which we're working on, to the sponsorships, to the guest jam, to the merch, to the Backend Business alumni. Like we got a whole thing that we just working on. So just growing it outside the podcast. So we actually have a network. Yeah, so we just building out this alumni of guests that we got, and we're gonna just make stuff up.
Love it.
What about you, Steve?
So, I mean, it's a combination of everything I said. Like, it's like, and it's so hard to put in words because it's so big that it's like you can't, like, it's like that vision from God, like, He gave it to you, like, and it's like, you just got, but ultimately, you know, like you said, live on forever, like, take it, like, helping the next generation of individuals, like, have a chance, like, I be in the schools, like, I understand, like, they don't know how to talk to each other. They don't understand communication is key to relationship building and is key to your success. So it's like, to me, it's like, again, I can go, but I always want to motivate. My whole thing is about motivation because I needed motivation at one point. And I was in a great position in my life, and I needed it because I went into a terrible position in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I always want to be that light, be that influence that was able to motivate somebody to get up and just try again, go do it again, go do it one more time, like figure it out. Like it's
The power of one word.
come on.
Listen to me over here, man.
Nah, she got it. She got. I just listened to her the whole time. We gonna be best friends. I don't got no problem saying it. We gonna be best friends. But ultimately, man, you know, I always wanted to be a motivational speaker. So I always wanted to be in front of people and have something to say to them, to give them a chance to see it in themselves. So I always wanted to have a voice. And you know, I look at, you know, what's the buddy name with the pills? What's his name?
Yeah.
No, not Leah. He old.
Dr. Phoebe.
Oh, you're talking about
Gray hair.
dark skin.
She's bad. But ultimately, I feel like I found something I can do till the day I die. So it's like I'm able. So I love the fact that I can not only the ones that I'm doing now are gonna live forever, but the ones I do when I'm 60 can live forever. The ones that I do when I'm 70 can live forever. You know, God willing, I live that long, and ultimately be able to leverage that. Come on.
Oh, Dick Gregory. Okay, that's
But no.
how much longer can I hold you are? I'm old
Once you
man.
listen to him, your language will change.
Yeah, I love Dick
Drinking
Gregory.
spring water will
Come on.
change. Yeah.
But yeah,
I'll put it in the group, yeah.
so just ultimately, man, just being the best version of myself, and being able to be a truly transparent vessel to the world, to be able to say I wasn't perfect in this. I don't even know how I got started in this for real. But when I did, I took myself seriously, I took my brand seriously, and I took it as far as I could. And you can too.
That's all that matters.
And if I end off with that, I don't care.
That's it right there. We don't need nothing else.
So finish us out. Come on.
No,
the pull up to go to.
My ego is pretty
Dubai.
big, you know what I'm saying?
Come on. Pull up in Dubai. Come on.
No, honestly,
I cannot wait.
no, I mean, it's like, when it comes to Cleveland, like, born and raised, it's through the blood, right?
Yeah.
And y'all know how New York got Ernie Leisure, California got my man Todd Billionaire, Atlanta got David Shands,
Philly
got Wallow and Gilly, you know what I'm saying? None against nobody else, but I want for when people think about Cleveland, like Cleveland's important for now you just work entrepreneurs podcasting. That's
Talk your shit.
you know what I'm saying? No, that's facts though. But like you know what I'm saying? Everybody say mistaken late, crazy stuff like that. Y'all ain't done since LeBron. You know, everybody trying to hear that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we doing it big in Cleveland too. You know what I'm saying? And it's changed the whole narrative. And if the podcast is the way we can do it, then let it be.
Podcast gonna be the stepping stone for it. Then fucking so big.
So
And that's what we gotta understand right now. We have already changed the narrative in the city. The city has changed because of us. Like, let's not get this twisted.
Right.
Like, people are way more open to sit down with us. People are way more open to start.
Nobody doing interviews.
Come
in the city.
on.
Nobody.
That was one of the reasons why we.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you started yours because it wasn't nobody doing interviews. Wasn't nobody doing all these rappers. Nobody interviewing.
Yeah.
That was one of my. I got a lot of friends that rap.
Right, like I was on stage with these people. Like I was hosting before I started podcasting. I was seeing these showcases, and they would just do the showcase and go home. And it's like
Nothing after. Like
nothing, no follow up.
Stories sell.
Come on.
Yeah.
So I
The story sell.
I just want to say, man, much love and respect, man. I love
This is
y'all. Y'all for sure.
Now, listen. So I want to make a declaration, y'all. I don't care how big or whatnot. I say we just once a year, and we just talk about the progression. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Doing like once
You
a
bring in
month.
I know what those feelings like, you know what I'm saying? I know when people here together, you know what I'm saying? You know?
Man, I might be late, but just tell me the date and the time. I'll be there.
No, I'm just
Once
playing.
a year.
We all gotta come to each other's shows, like.
Right. I got one half. I ain't get the other half
Yeah,
yet.
I'll be there.
I got it.
Now
Come
come
on,
on,
VIP
VIP
show. She was actually the co-host, and she got too big for me.
Oh.
She got on the radio and everything. Things happened. Things have changed. She was a whole co-host with me. Yeah, I loved it though. It was amazing.
It was fun though. We definitely got to get back. You know, life happened. Taught me I was grown, and then that's why. But no, I ain't trying to like get on other people's podcasts and stuff too. I'm not gonna fake. I do not always want to podcast on my show.
That's important too. Like that's what
So
I
get on other people's
to
shows.
get on other people's
Yeah.
shows. Like that really helps you get out there more. Like in a lot of different ways. So man,
But I just don't get on anybody's show though. Like you were the first like male because we were doing too much. So that's probably another reason why I don't be going on people's shows because be a lot of men that want me to be on their show. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you definitely have to be careful.
there's got to be some honor and respect, man. Whatever we like when it comes to this, it's people at the end of the day. It's people, it's conversation, it's honoring yourself. Like, I learned so much from just listening to 100 people talk. It's like, man, I learned so much about myself, about how much accountability I need to take, how much just development and how I see other people developing. It's like, man, I love that energy of development. Like, man, I can't wait to grow more.
I was about to say, one thing I learned throughout all this, though, you know how people is born with talent. Brian, he was born from basketball. I realized that I just got the gift of gab. Like, I can just talk to people. Like, I realized that I can connect with anybody. I can get in touch with anybody. I can. That's one thing I noticed all from doing this podcast.
Your confidence is growing since I see you, since you was in my show.
No, that's what I'm saying. I noticed that too. I'm like, dang, it's crazy.
So once a month, y'all said once a month.
I'm
like
with it. I'm with it.
All right, man. Listen, it's on wax. I don't know. I'm way back. I'll be putting everything like
Make it I'm right back.
Drop it in the chat.
Drop the chat. Like, y'all said that once a month. I feel like this is one.
Or maybe every quarter.
Or maybe, okay.
Every 3 months.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I got to go there.
Yeah.
I'll record every day.
I was like, I can do every month.
I'll record every day if I feel it. I don't care.
If I come on the show,
Yeah, you guys see what we're gonna talk about though. You always say y'all fathers. I'm gonna do a Father's Day episode.
That's what's up.
look, already.
And that's what I mean. That's why I love it. And so once again, let me let y'all in on something real quick. So I reached out to the people specifically because I'm like, I love these people. You know what I'm saying?
I was working on that.
But one, because I watched the podcast, you know what I'm saying, but then I knew that the collaboration piece was never going to be a problem or whatnot. Because, like, y'all think about it, you got to take time out their own day, out their own, they could be podcasting their own, so they say, all right, I'll be through, and we here now. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all. You know, we started something, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, and it wasn't just anybody, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are actually doing it. It's not, y'all consistent with what y'all do, y'all make great content, and y'all doing it. You know?
And I want to say this, and I want to say this because it's very important, and I never want us to be that group that never allows anybody else to come in and grow with us. Because the thing about it is, we started somewhere where nobody's there. So there's somebody out there right now that's starting that though. Nobody give a damn about it, but they gonna keep going. And those are the people we gotta embrace and love because that's gonna grow the podcasting platforms in general in Ohio. And then when those get big, it don't matter who pop first. We all gonna get somebody that.
Oh, facts.
It don't matter who pop
Come on
first.
now.
It really don't.
Like
if we're all connected, it don't matter who pop first. Because as soon as you pop, as soon as I pop, all y'all get on my show. Like they do this, and they do this, and I try to repost everybody I can. So it's like we can't forget that even though we gonna be growing together, we gonna be elite, and we are elite at what we do. There is other elite people that ain't even got started yet. So when we start developing this and growing this, and people start reaching out, no, we're not gonna let nobody, just anybody in. We gonna vet them like we have to, but we gotta talk about always embracing somebody else.
That's good.
Even if they don't work out, because at the end of the day, it's not our job for them to hold. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hold your own anyway. When we leave, I still got my show. We still got, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got love. And you had an opportunity to feel it. So that's on you to come back on. That's all.
And of all these things, love is the greatest.
I'm trying to tell you, love.
That's facts.
This one is a special episode. This is
This is good right here.
very working.
I cannot believe you recorded this on your phone.
Hey, listen, man. People are what you using? Man, I
iPhone
shot
12. Is that 14?
Nah, so that's not a pro.
Man, them iPhones make movies. Like,
Man,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
bro.
movies, like whole feature
Wait,
film.
time out.
The microphone's connected to
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I am. Listen,
Like I said,
I got the mic on mine or whatnot, but I remember when I was watching Troy and Rashad talk about their podcast, and when he said it was two iPhones and they set up their podcast, I said, come on, man.
When I interviewed you, what did I have? I had 2 iPhones and the mics. We going. Come on.
Y'all know what's playing in
It's
my
on
mind
my
right now.
mind.
Y'all know that audio that's trending. I'm do the best with what I got.
who's you had?
I do Adobe Premiere.
Oh,
I
okay.
use it too. Yeah. Just something that's easier that way too.
I do iPhone and InShot on my
Yeah.
phone. But yeah, it's definitely. I would go back to my phone and say that shit. Look, we gonna work. We gonna get it out.
It's been like almost 2
Yeah, you're right. So you know what? How about everybody close out? They signature close out or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to start us off?
What?
This signature close out.
So we started out, so we gotta end this side.
Okay, so y'all, I don't know if y'all know, but how I feel my show is called "Get It Off Your Chest," right?
Okay.
So I would love for each and one of y'all to get off what y'all feel like y'all gotten from this experience. I know it's fresh. I know we're in it now, but what do you feel like you have gotten from connecting with other podcasters, and what do you think could come from that?
Community.
That's
I
good.
love it.
I was about to say camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? Because like I knew a couple of y'all, but like you know what I'm saying, like now we're fam.
Now
You know what I'm saying?
More experience with each other.
It's
Yeah.
power in numbers.
Nah,
Boom.
It's power in numbers. When you doing the same stuff, why not just come together?
no, right.
Instead of trying to compete or thinking we're competing,
Right.
like just being in the same room with some people, you can really just like, oh no, it's not my competition. This is somebody I can grow with. But if you stay distant, you just don't know.
That's why I said getting outside, leaving the studio, leaving the house, and getting around people in real life again, and just networking with y'all like in real life, not just on social media. Like I know you from social media, like what's up in real life.
Word of mouth.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah, I love that what you were talking about earlier, how the kids or younger people really don't know how to connect. So for me, it's about the connection, the relationship, and that authenticity, right? Finding out what your authenticity is, and embracing everyone's, genuineness.
Yeah.
So that's what I got. Those are my takeaways, my aha moments. Is that you are who you are. I can be Kay can be me, but embracing who she is as that bright shining star that she is, but still we being able to shine bright.
Come on, it doesn't dim nothing you
It
got.
doesn't dim
Come
anything.
on, I love that.
The Lord has created us all different, right? He numbered all the hairs on your head, all the hairs on yours, and the hairs on mine too. And that's a whole nother conversation about hair. That's a whole nother conversation, and I can't wait for that one to come about. But yeah, so that's what I took out.
And it's the King TV Network. We out here in peace. That's how
I love that. I may have to pull, add that to my toolbox too. So how I close out is that has been another victorious episode, another victorious conversation. So thank you all for tuning in. V.I.P with Nikki B. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that you won't miss our next victorious conversation.
That's good stuff right there. I want to record the show. I'm the Iron Man of this joint right here.
Come on. Justice League. Justice League.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
I'm a DC guy. I apologize.
Listen. I really appreciate these beautiful black people coming on and just taking time out to talk to each right. I feel like this man, I look at episode 10 and I'm like, man, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I had one room and I don't bigger and better things. So this is history to make it, I believe. And I appreciate y'all, man. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in and whatnot also. Pull up experience, check us out. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you can find us over there. So check us out.
It's KayRose, and thank you for watching. You can like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube at KTalk TV. Follow the podcast page at KTalk Radio, and you can follow me at Media Girl. Spell like Material Girl too.
I love that. You gotta say that. I swear, man. You gotta say that.
The song was playing, and I'm like, Material Girl said Media Girl, and I'm real corny like that. Like this is really me.
I love that. Since the day I met you, you saying that. I love it. With two M's. I love it.
Not G-I-R.
No.
Yeah, we just ended like this. Everyone's been the Backend Business Podcast. I'm on half of the Backend Business Podcast. Rosco E.
On the second half, 18 Spook.
We'll see y'all in the next episode.
Yeah.
You can close up better than that, yeah. So we'll see you. Hey, part 2. Y'all stay tuned for that, all right?
It's a
Only the
wrap.
beginning. That's for sure.
All right.
You got it.
So good.
Peace.
We gotta